Welcome to podcast series with Abby.
So, tell us 3 things about yourself.
My name is Sally Bahati Masha. I'm young in the heart, but very old in age and experience. So I love food of all kinds, whether West African, East African. Yeah, and I laugh a lot, loudly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you laugh a lot. You actually do laugh a lot. And by the way, she's Kenyan. Anyway, just in case they wonder where she's
Yeah.
from. She's Kenyan, but you can easily mistake her to be Nigerian. It's very common.
Mm.
You can easily. Tell us 3 things you wish you knew as a teenager.
Oh God. Oh boy. I wish I wouldn't have got into a relationship that year. Okay. This is I'm not saying getting into a relationship young is bad, but me being a Christian, me being a born again Christian, we should always use the Bible as our truth, and
Yeah.
our fundamental principles come from the Bible. And I think it's somewhere either in Proverbs or Ecclesiastes. It says Solomon was saying that we should not open love so early. We should not be open up to love so early. I believe God was giving us insights through Solomon for a reason. For a
Yeah.
reason. So for me, I will say my first boyfriend was when I was 15, 15, and he was 2 years older than me. And I used to school somewhere very far from home, about 14 hours with the
Okay.
bus. So, coming from an African setup and the parents, and I wasn't so close with my mom. So I couldn't have told my mom that I have a boyfriend.
Of course.
So what I used to
How can you?
do,
How dare
my,
you?
I know, right? So my boyfriend used to leave. His home was like on our way to the school. So I had an auntie who used to live near the school where I used to school, my secondary school. But now, because I live very far, my home was far, I had to travel like a day before and then get to my aunt's place, and then the next at least rest, refresh,
Yeah.
prepare for school. Then the next day it's the opening school day. So what I used to do, I used to pass via my boyfriend's home first. Spend time with him a little, and then now proceed with the journey. And it used to be it happened like that on my way to school and on my way from school. So ideally, what happened is we had to take different buses, not the direct one. So from my home to Nairobi, and then instead of from Nairobi to where my school is, I will take via, you know. So
Yeah.
one day I forgot the bus tickets in my bag. And my mom was like, when I got home that time, my mom was washing clothes and all that. So she told me, please bring your clothes and your bag so that I can wash them. So she saw all the accumulated bus tickets. And so my mom, after that, she just kept them. And then she told me, young lady, I have to have a meeting with you. It's so hard. It's so rare for my mom to say that. So I was just like, I don't know what this means. I'm in hot soup. I don't know what that could be, but I was so scared already. So my mom, in her bedroom, and she just brings out the receipts. She tells me, I'm seeing these movements, bus tickets from here to this place, in the same way. You will tell me what is in this town. What do you always do in this town? I was like, oh my God, now what lie can I formulate, What lie can I formulate? Because I cannot tell her I'm seeing a boyfriend.
Of course.
It's not like we were intimate or doing anything bad,
Yeah.
but even the thought of, if I tell her, she will think probably we are having sex or we are doing bad things that we are not supposed to do. So I had to lie it up with another lie and another lie and another lie. So it had to become a chain of lies. But I know definitely she doubted, or she just knew I was lying, but she didn't want to take it up from there, because it means I will just have to lie again. But technically, I would say after that, the relationship went on and on. But yeah, the boy broke my heart very bad. So I would say, do not open yourself up for love at a very young age. And this is because of, let me say, my background and my childhood. It wasn't so rosy. I used to feel like I'm not loved. I felt rejected. I felt not appreciated. So when this boy expressed his love to me, I felt, oh, so I am loved. I am appreciated. I am seen, despite the fact it wasn't on the right manner, or it wasn't the godly love, let me say so. But that is how my younger self received it. It received it as love, because I was feeling like I'm lacking love from home. So ideally, that really made me feel like, oh, so there's somebody out here who can love me. There's somebody out here who can appreciate me. There's somebody out here who wants me, you know. So that really made me feel like it even worsened the situation, because now I looked at home like, I am not loved here. I don't belong here. I don't really want to be here. So even if my mom or somebody at home would correct me out of love, it didn't seem so.
Yeah.
It always came to me as an attack, like, you don't love me, you don't want the best for me, because I have tested another form of love somewhere, you know. So that really made me have anger and bitterness about home. Matter of the fact,
Yeah.
it really made me feel like I'm better outside. I'm more seen and appreciated and valued outside more than I am at home. That led to very many things. Probably, maybe we will do another call for that. But ideally, right now, I would tell young people or teenagers, if you can really avoid falling in love, because I don't even think that teenagers know what love means.
True. True.
So if you can really, really avoid romantic relationships, please do. Just do not open up love at that young age yet. Something else, best, I'll always go back to my childhood. So because of the rejections and not feeling so loved and seen and all that, I grew up being a performance oriented kid, because I felt that if I do well in all sectors and all ramifications, then people will love me. People will want to get associated with me by default, of which probably, I guess that's true, because the world will always want people who are doing well,
Doing
I guess.
well, yeah.
Well,
In quote, of course. Yeah.
in in quotes, well in what they do, but that's not true. So that really made me to be all over the place. I could be in music, I could be in drama, I could be like in everything in all the clubs, I wanted to be there. Because one thing is, I was like, if I am out there, if I am doing so well, performing so well in my studies and all the co-curricular activities, one, it means acquainted to all the teachers and all the patrons. That's one. Two, all kids in school know me, you know. Made me be so hard on myself instead of being gracious on myself. So I was working so hard for people to see not for me to get the satisfaction or for me to get involved in the things I like. So I will even do things that I don't like, so long as I am there, so long as I can do well. So who cares? But that's really, I'll say it really messed me from within, because I really neglected many parts
Yourself.
of me from within,
Yeah, yeah,
like my emotions. So instead of me being sincere and genuine on my emotions, I will mask them up in the essence of, what will people say? What will people talk about me? Like, I am so out there, good out there. So if people know this side of me, it wouldn't be so appealing to them, and that means they are not going to be attracted to me anymore, or they are not
yeah.
going to be friends with me anymore, you know. So I really was like living in a shell. I was living, let me say, a life that wasn't really my own, because now that I have outgrown all those, I realize I was not even an extrovert 100%.
Mm.
Like, I was just doing that so that people can appreciate me, feel me, and love me.
And
My feelings were getting
just
depressed. Yeah,
prioritizing what other people would say and how they would see you and what they would
exactly.
think
Ex-
over what you really want. It's a different ball game when a teenager just loves to be out there. You just love to do stuff.
Yeah,
You love
yeah,
music, you
yeah.
love art, and you're just doing them because you love them. They are two different things.
Love them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm, mm,
So,
mm.
oh, that was
So
really
basically, I will tell young people right now, like, take your time to process and even know who you are,
yeah.
because if you know who you are, your environment is not going to influence who
Mm,
you are.
mm,
You will be grounded on the principles of, this is who I am, this is what I want, this
yeah.
is what I genuinely like,
Yeah.
I don't like this. Because for me, even if I didn't like something, or if somebody could do something against, I wouldn't even speak out and
Mm,
say, you did this to me, I didn't like it.
true.
For me, I was just like, so long as, if I speak up, so I was very avoidant. If I speak up, this person will walk away.
So
If
you'd
I
rather
confront,
just bottle it in.
yes, yes. I'd rather like, oh, it's okay, so long as you still remain my friend. So
Yeah.
even if you hurt me, I'm just like, okay. But that's really damaged me from inside, because I grew up with resentments.
Mm.
Instead of me talking about something, I'd rather avoid a conflict, but I will grow bitter from inside.
What would you tell it's a young person, could be a teenager or could just be a random young
Yeah,
person who has made a
yeah.
mistake, who has done something
Mm,
regretful, and they don't know how to continue living their lives?
mm. Wow. Okay. I have made mistakes as well, that I thought, maybe if the whole would know, my whole world will come crumbling down.
Yeah.
But as we've said, they are teenagers, they are young ones. They still have a whole lifetime ahead of
Mm.
them. And basically, at this point of life, probably they did whatever they did because of, they didn't have enough knowledge,
Yeah.
one reason or the other.
Mm.
They didn't have good adults to direct them or give them guidelines and tell them, this is what is expected of you, or this is how things are supposed to be.
Mm.
So at the end of the day, I always say, one is, you need to treat yourself with grace. Show yourself grace the same way you would show another person grace. The
True.
Bible says, love yourself, love your neighbor the way you love yourself.
Yeah.
So first thing is for you to love
Love
yourself before you
yourself
can project that love to
to
your
someone
neighbor.
else. Yeah.
But how it happens as human beings, we tend to forget ourselves and show love to the other person,
True.
of which you will treat, if you hear somebody else who has done that, oh, you'll be like, hugs to you, don't be so hard on yourself, people have done this, people have gone through this, people have come out of this, but you forget yourself. So sometimes I say, will you please sit down and give yourself that advice.
Same advice,
Like,
yeah.
oh, don't be hard. Pat yourself on the back and say, don't be so hard. Don't be so hard, dear self. Don't be hard on yourself. People have come out of that. I am not the
Yeah.
first one. I am not the last one. This is not the end, you know.
True.
And it's only that people always feel that way because they don't know the other stories of other people. If
Mm,
people could just come out clean and open up, you will even be
yeah.
surprised. You'll be,
Mm,
mine is small, oh, mine is a small thing. So people have done these things worse than me.
yeah.
So the first thing is to always
Give
treat
yourself
yourself,
grace. Yeah.
give yourself grace. The second thing is, as much as it is not easy, forgive yourself. It is not so easy, but you really need to forgive yourself. Because if you forgive yourself, you're not going to reprimand yourself and condemn yourself anymore.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
God doesn't condemn you anymore. You know, He doesn't condemn you even. So, first, treat yourself with grace. Second, forgive yourself. Third, if at all you did whatever you did out of peer pressure or the environment that you were in, just try as much as possible and get out of that environment. Because
Yeah.
we are just trying to get yourself out of the habits that will make you go back, of you redoing the mistake. So just end the relationship, end the friendship with these friends, so that you are going to be sober. You will know that my decisions are not influenced by anyone. They
Yeah.
are not going to pull, you know. If it is an environment, for example, if you see that if you have already been introduced to clubbing, let me say, you are like, I really want to stop drinking. You know, you cannot stop drinking if you're still going to that club. So you
True.
better stop going to the club. You know, if at all you feel, if I pass via that alcohol shop, I will be tempted, then don't pass via that. Use another road. Even if it will have to take you through Sokoto and come,
Yeah.
you'd rather use that road. Like, do as much as possible to avoid those things that tempt you or calls you back to
True.
whatever led
Those things
you
that you've
into.
left. Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And third, look for people who you are going to be accountable to, accountability partners, people who are going to be like, oh no, I think here you're going back, you're drifting back. People who are going to watch out on you, watch out on your back, of which that is something very important, not only even to teenagers, but even to us adults.
Yeah.
You know,
Adults.
people who are going to keep us in check. And the last one and the most important thing is God. There are some habits we cannot
Break
outdo,
off. Yeah.
not for God helping us. There's some urges, that desires that is in us that we cannot say no to, not unless God Himself intervenes.
Helps us. Yeah.
So I will say, above walking away from bad friendships and walking away from the tempting situations and places, above all, you really need to bring in the God factor inside, or else we are going to be doing all these things in vain. You know,
True.
you are going to avoid all these things, and then one day, just one day, you are going to crumble down, and it will be like you're starting things afresh.
Yeah.
And that will be like you will be condemning yourself over and
In
over
and
and
again
over
and
again.
again. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So we cannot really get out of this thing not unless God helps us. You know,
True.
we are human beings, but we are able to do everything through Christ who strengthens
True.
us, of which Holy Spirit is our helper, is our comforter, is always there. He sticks closer more than a brother. You know, there are those mistakes that are so grievous that if you dare open up your mouth and tell someone will look at you differently. But I always say, you have Holy Spirit. God is there. If you share something with Him, He's not going to tell anyone. So your secrets are safe. And the benefits of it is, not only are your secrets safe, but He will give you comfort. He will teach you how to avoid the things that you have been through. He will pull you out from addictions if at all you're battling addictions. He will even scatter the bad friendships that you have for you and bring
Yeah.
new friendships to you. So, yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. For the beautiful words of wisdom. This is why it's very important to bring on some adults from time to time to share as well from their well of wisdom. I really appreciate this. And to just round off everything she has said, don't forget, no matter what happens, no matter what you've done, that God still loves you. Your love does not
Yeah.
depend on his love does not depend on what you've done or
Depends.
how wonderful you are. His love is unconditional.
Yeah.
So you can always go back to God again and again and again, and He's always
Again.
waiting
Yeah.
to receive you. Yeah, so that would be that for today's section. Until we come your way again next week. Bye bye.